Welcome back. In today's video, we are going to talk about time series with moving average. So here you see that the blue line, let me make the figure a bit smaller. So if I have it 8 by 4, okay, it's better. Now, in order to have our time series, we see that it is shown by blue. So the original data, it's a line plot. We see that it goes up and down for the past 30 days. So we are using for the date time of the past 30 days, and we are having for each day one value. So 30 values we are having. Then we are having the 7-day moving average. So 7-day moving average is like we're starting from here. And at this point, to calculate this point, we are getting the average of the past 7 days. Okay, and we are calculating the average and we are putting it here. Then here we are moving one day forward, and now again we are calculating the average from here up until the 7 past days, and we are putting it here. Then another part here, 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 here again. So this average is based on the last 7 numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So these 7 numbers are calculated and their average is this point in this red part. Okay, and here, because we want to calculate this red part, we need to calculate the last 7 number average. Okay, so this is the first one, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and 7, and not this one. Okay, not this one, only this one. So, and then we from there we are having this average, and then to calculate the next average, okay, again we go back 7 days. So this is a 7-day moving average. This is how we can calculate it, in fact. So now, based on what we are looking for, we need to know and understand how we can have the 7-day moving average with the time series. In order to have that, first of all, like before, we are having the dates for the last 30 days. We are having the generation of values for the last 30 days between 50 and 150. Then we are creating our data frame. So the dates and the values, we are creating the data frame and we are sorting the date to make sure that it is sorted. And this is the size. And here we are calculating the 7-day moving average. In order to have that, we are calculating the average over the value. Yes, so we are using values and we are using the rolling function to calculate the average, the mean, and the window is 7 because we are looking for the past 7 days. If we wanted to have a window of the last 10 days, we could put the 10 here. And when I run the code, you see that it's starting from here, okay, and not from here. So again, in order to calculate the moving average, we are having the value because we want to create the average over the values. And using the rolling function, the window is 7 because we are looking for the 7 days before. And because we are looking for average, this is the function for the mean. After that, we need to plot 2 plots, okay? One for the time series and the other one for our moving average, okay? So one for the blue one and one for the red one. Now, in order to have that, first we use the plot function. We are having the first one being date and value, and the marker we put it to be O. Line style is solid and the label is original data. So we are having the blue one here, the original data. This is the label. We are using legend. It's a solid line and it is marked each data point with O. Then we are having this part here where we are having the date and the averages of the past 7 days that we calculated here and we assign it here and we are using it here. We are saying that the line style, we want it to be solid. We want the line width to be 2 now. So it's bolder, it's thicker, let's say. And then the color to be red. And this is the label, 7-day moving average. We could have the marker if we want. For example, we could have the marker equals, for example, X. So now when I run, we see that we are having the X also there. And whenever I run, we see that a new data is generated because I'm not putting the we are not setting the seed. So every time we run, the data will not be newly generated. When we are having the function seed, whenever we run, we are going to see the same result. But when we don't have that, we are going to generate new data every time that we run. So now we learned how to have the plots. We are labeling the date and value, the date and value, X and Y axis. We are having the title. We are having the legend to show our labels. This is the legend. We are having the X labels, the X-axis labels to rotate 45 degrees because we want it to be more clear and increase the readability. And then we are having the grid. You see the grid, the gray lines there. So they are the grids, and we are having the grid because it's easier to have them when we are it's easier to read the plot when we are having them. Thank you for watching.